If you are looking for an easy kebab recipe, then this recipe will soon be your favorite. It is healthy, easy to make using ingredients that are probably already there in your pantry, and above all, extremely delicious. Namaskar and welcome to Curries with Bumbi, and today I will show you step by step how to make chicken kebabs that turn out to be juicy and soft. We will first grind some spices. A tablespoon of cumin seeds, 1.5 tablespoons of coriander seeds, and 1/4 teaspoon of black peppercorns. You need a coarse grind of these spices so that when you bite onto a kebab, each individual spice will reveal its identity. So we are looking for this kind of a situation. I will mix some more spices in this. A teaspoon of garam masala powder, a tablespoon of chili flakes. I just crushed 4 dry red chilies and I am using them. Please use less if you do not like it to be that spicy. Finally, a teaspoon and a half of salt. Mix very well and your dry spices are all ready. I always grind boneless, skinless chicken thighs in my food processor. Please always use chicken thigh meat for making kebabs like this. If you use chicken breast meat, the kebabs will turn out to be dry and rubbery, and it will seem like you are eating on cardboard or shoestrings. Now all you have to do is add the ingredients one after the other. A teaspoon of grated ginger, a tablespoon of grated garlic, 1 fresh green chili. These are fried onions that I always store in my refrigerator. I also have a video on it, but you can also slice 3 medium onions, fry them in little bit of oil till they brown up, allow them to cool down completely, and then add it. I used 1 small boiled potato. Potato makes the kebabs soft, but at the same time it is optional. But please keep in mind that it does make a little bit of difference in the softness. Then comes a tablespoon of fresh lemon juice, and then the dry spices. Next comes the binding agents, an egg, 3 heaped tablespoons of masa harina, that is yellow corn flour. This is not the white corn flour that we use for thickening soups. You can even use whole wheat flour or plain flour will also work. Or you can roast some besan, that is gram flour, in a pan for a few minutes and then use it as well. Next comes a tablespoon of ghee. You can also use melted butter. My friends, chicken is lean in nature, so addition of little fat will make the kebabs juicy, or else they tend to dry out. Then mix very well, just like kneading a dough, and I will be using my hand to mix because I like to feel my food. If you think the mixture is a bit too soft, then add more of flour, but add it a tablespoon at a time. Adding too much flour will harden the kebabs. Now after mixing, leave this in the refrigerator for a minimum of an hour. But today I do not have time for that. But my friends, please do try to leave it in the refrigerator for at least an hour. When you plan on frying, take it out from the fridge and add the greens just before frying. I will be using mint leaves. Then the next green is thyme. I know I am pronouncing it wrong, but that's how it comes out from my mouth. If thyme is unavailable at your place, you can also use carom seeds, that is ajwain, or just leave it out. Thyme has a compound called thymol, which is also present in carom seeds, so they both have a common flavor to share. And finally, chopped coriander leaves. If you dislike cilantro, then please use parsley. Next, coming to forming the kebabs. Apply oil to your palms and shape into flat kebabs. Do not make them thick. I like making them thin. In that way they cook faster. Next is frying time. We will not deep fry them. We need 5 tablespoons of oil. Your oil should be hot, but not smoking hot. The first kebab is always the experimental one. So before adding the other kebabs, just observe how your first one is going. If you see it to be falling apart in the oil, then add another tablespoon or 2 of flour. If the undersurface of the kebab turns brown immediately after hitting the pan, then your oil is way too hot. So you need to bring down the heat and then add the other kebabs. If your oil doesn't sizzle after adding the kebab, then your oil needs to heat up more. So if you are a beginner, please add only one kebab to the oil first and then go from there. Please do not overcrowd the pan. Keep the heat on medium when adding the kebabs, as the temperature of oil goes down at the beginning when the kebabs are added. Decrease the heat to low after a minute and fry them on a low to medium-low heat. Flip the kebabs from time to time. Since we are not deep frying them, you need to turn them quite frequently till they become golden brown on both the sides. I always rely on a meat thermometer. When the internal temperature registers as 165 degrees Fahrenheit, it is done. You can cook these kebabs way ahead before serving, then heat it up in the microwave or in a low oven before serving. You can also freeze them. I first shape them and then place them in between parchment or wax paper and freeze them. You can serve these as a starter or alongside a main meal. Or you can have it like a hamburger. Or break them up into small pieces, put them in a tortilla, add some chopped up fresh onions, tomatoes, lettuce, drizzle your favorite sauce on top, and have it as a wrap. The options are endless here. You can also serve these with a green chutney. I have a video on green chutney that is showing up on screen. Please help this video to reach out to more people by smashing that like button for me. Bye bye.